Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. I thought I would put together this friendship card kit and also show you what's in it and how it's set up. And I thought I would incorporate it into the 49 and Market Folio. So I'm trying to make the folio a little bit more interactive by just adding these cards. So it'll be a friendship folio. Just to let you know, when I got started, I went ahead and labeled the card styles on the back that correspond with the directions, so that it was easy for me to look at the picture that went with the directions. So I started by going by the directions because it will tell you what sheet number, they are all numbered, and it would tell you what size to cut and what piece to cut, like what colors and stuff. So I started doing that, but then I thought, you know what, it's just as easy just to look at the picture, find the paper and cut it myself. So that's what I ended up doing. So there's two that I'm not going to incorporate in the book. So I just made them just to see how they turned out. This one says, "You are a terrific friend." And I just added the "thanks for being you" on the inside. And that you do have leftover paper, so if you want to make more cards, you can. And then this one says, "Wishing you a day that is as sweet as you are." And I just added a little paper decoration in there so I could write on the side. So they're really fun and easy to put together. It's nice that you have the pictures to look at. So I'm going to put together some of the styles. And like I said, I'm going to then make the folio using this 49 and Market kit. So when you open your kit, let me move this to the side, you get this, which is a pattern to cut your, a template to cut your pattern paper to fit on top of the folio flap. So it's exactly the right size. So don't lose that. It comes with 4 magnets. It came with 2 additional hinges, the hinge, is that what I want? Connector pieces. That's not, I don't want hinge. What do I want? I can't think of the word. But they also came with 2 longer ones. Now I already used the 2 longer ones. I don't think I'm going to need these. So the book comes like this. Okay. So I just had to score it on the marked lines, and so I scored it. So it's about a 1/2 inch gusset. This one's about a 1/4 so that it folds into each other, and then it's like this. You can make it like this. You can have it open on this side. So I think I'm going to have mine like this. Now originally I was going to do it like this because I like the look of an envelope, but with the cards, most of them go the other direction, so I thought it would make sense to do it this way. So I took, one of the things they give you is this pre-folded insert, and I did add one of those hinge, I'm just going to call it a hinge piece so that I can make it a flap. So when I put this in, I'm going to glue it down, and then it will be able to open like so to get more, so I can get more pictures in there. Another one that they included was this one. So if you make your book this direction, it works good that way too, but I'm going to use it like this. So I also put a hinge piece on this one. I'm probably going to end up putting this one over here, this one here, and then this one will open up also then, so I can have more room. I just have to make sure they don't go too thick because this is only a 1/2 inch spine, but if need be, I can cut it and make it a larger spine if it gets to be too big. The last thing that I combined, they had a piece that had a hinge here and one here, and I just glued one on top of the other. So originally this one would fold up, and then this one that was separate would open to the side here, and I combined them, and I'm just going to put that in the middle. Okay, so then I'll start putting my cards in, because that'll work nice, and then I'll probably just glue some of them on 3 sides. I might add more pattern paper on the inside when I make the cards for the book. Leave it open here, stick a tag in. So I just thought it would be fun to incorporate both of these things together. So if you don't want to watch me making the cards because it's basically from directions, then go ahead and forward it if you want to see how I attach them and decorate the book. So I've done some pre-cutting and inking, and so I put everything together, and then I'm going to look at my cover of the friendship card kit by PhotoPlay, and all I have to do is glue these things on. Now it does call for some foam squares or foam dots. I don't think I'm going to use those because I don't want my folio to get too thick. So I'm just going to start gluing. Some of it is paper, some of it is stickers. And you know, just because the way it's decorated on the cover doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You can do your own twist and do it in a way that you like better if you like. And there is quite a bit left over for additional cards. Let me get my burnishing tool. So this should go fast now that everything is cut. When I say cut, that comes like this, and so you can just cut these I mean, they have borders, they have sayings, different sizes, and then the back is a pattern, so you could use the back too if you wanted. And there was this one, so I have 2 full sheets left, and I've used 2 sheets. Okay, and this one has that on the background. All right, so this one is gonna be pretty easy. I need to add this piece. It is going to call for some stickers. I think you're going to see how easy it is, and to have a cute card as a result should be pretty nice. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it doesn't have to look exactly like the picture. If you don't want it, you can change it around a little bit. Okay, so I need a yellow and green sticker. So that's right here. And I'll put that about right there. It also has 2 flag stickers. Maybe those are those flag stickers? They might actually be cut out. So let me take a look at my cutout page and see if I overlooked those flags. I can always go back and put them in later, or I don't need to put them in at all if I don't want to. Where would those flags be? I don't see them. Maybe they just look different on the sheet, on the sticker sheet, than they do on the picture. I'm trying to find these 2. I see, oh, I see them. They're a sticker. All right, so let me get back to the stickers. So I need the blue. And I could ink these. I did ink the paper, so I might just do a little bit of inking just to be consistent. I should have probably done this one too, but I don't think anybody will notice. And I'm going to just kind of raise this up a hair. And the yellow one. And for right now, I'll leave the insides empty until I start putting it in the folio to see what paper. I'll probably have to find some coordinating paper from my stash to match, which I don't think that will be a problem. Okay. There is a saying. It says, "You are the sweetest friend." I have to cut that out, and it calls for this. This was probably on foam squares, but I'm going to pass on that. Okay. It calls for a yellow scallop sticker. And that they put here. And it does not go from top to bottom, so there'll be a little bit of a space, and that's perfectly fine. Just want to make sure that it's up against that paper. Okay, now they did use a black pen to add like stitch marks here. I'll go back and do that. And then the only other thing I need is the saying. So it says, "You are one smart cookie," and it says, "Cookies make everything better." I might use one of those sayings, or there's another one too. I'll go ahead and put this here and just put it to the side so I know to go back and add that. Again, I'll do the inside later. So this next one has a red border. So I'm going to glue this in the center. It has a red scallop border with the sticker collection. So want to center this as well as I can. Give it a good burnish. So it calls for red. So you'll see here, I've used some of the stickers already. It's this one here, and so I'm gonna have to cut it. So let me measure. I think that's 5.5. That doesn't look like 10 inches to me. Maybe I was supposed to use this one. Let me see. Yeah, that's only 8 1/4. So what I think I'll do, yeah, I should have used that long skinny one. I'll just cut it in half. So I need to do it 4 1/8. So let me get my scissors. And I'll just have to alter it just a hair. Nobody will ever know because they won't have this paper in front of them with the directions. So 4 1/8. I'm just gonna put a little dot. I'll do it above so that you can't see it on when I cut it. And I'll try and cut a straight line, but I can't make any promises. So I think what I'll do is I'll put one down here near the bottom. And I'll do the other one near the top. That works for me. I want to push it right up against the card. Make sure I have it going, opening to the right side. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at that one. So this one has a sticker. I think I am going to ink this because it's a bigger piece. And you can add glue to the stickers if you're worried about it lifting. Trying to center it as well as I can. Makes it fast when a lot of it's stickers too. So then there's 2 hearts at the top. There's the saying, a good friend is like a bra, actually. There's going to be like a little bra that goes at the bottom. Shoot. Come on, there we go. Okay. And then it says, supporting, uplifting, holds you tight and always alone, close to your heart. So those are all stickers. So I'm going to put them in the same order that it is on the picture. I might kind of alter them though a little bit, like offset them so that they're not all lined up. So supportive, uplifting. So see, I'm kind of putting mine off. Oh, wrong picture. This one, they're just lined up, going up and down. I'm kind of alternating back and forth a little bit. So holds you tight is next. Try to evenly space them. Holds you tight. Maybe I should use this as a guide. And always. Oh, I feel like that's crooked. I'll have to live with it. And always close to your heart. And there is a brassiere I need to add. Okay, and let's hope I have plenty of room for that. I am going to ink that because, again, it's a bigger piece. Just lightly. Just so it kind of stands out a little bit more. There we go, and that's all that one has. Okay, if I have extra stickers, I might put a heart somewhere in here, maybe down here. I know there is a heart sticker that's by itself. Let me see if I need to use it on anything else. I don't think I do, so I think I might end up going back and putting a heart on there. Okay, so there's another one. Let's take a look at card 3. So this one, I have to put a yellow base down first. And the size, I wanted to see a white border on my card, so I did not cut it. I cut it 1/8 of an inch smaller than what it said, because it had you cut it the size of the card. And I prefer to have a border, even if it's a slight one. Okay. Now, looking at the picture, I'm going to go ahead and lay the 3 pieces that go from one side to the other. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of eyeball spacing wise how I like it. There's one. They look like they're pretty close together in the picture. So I will kind of put them close also, just so you see a slight yellow. And then there's a darker yellow polka dot. Or no, it's not a polka dot, it's a like cross hatch or something like that. Try and judge the distance the same. Okay, so now this paper, which I think is super cute, about right there. I like the red and yellow together. It really makes it pop. So this would be a fast, easy gift if you're doing the cards and using the pre-made folio. Give it a good burnish. So then it has, I miss your smile. And I'm just going to place that in this frame. Maybe I should have done a different saying if I'm doing this for a friend. Maybe not. And then I'm going to lay that like so. So really these cards are just a matter of layering. So you can just get a bunch of your old paper packs that you haven't used everything. Oopsie. And just start layering and making some cards too, whether you use them in a folio or not. Burnish. You could also add some other materials that are not in the kit. Some of it did ask for like ribbon and stuff that you'd have to provide on your own, but you could do some laces too. And then there's some stickers. I probably should ink these, but I'm not going to. Yeah. So there's one up here. There is one on the side. And one in the bottom center. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like that. All right, 3 down. the next one. It comes with a total of 8. And like I said, I did 2 ahead of time that I'm not putting in the book. At least right now in my head, I'm not thinking I am. So I'm putting 6 in. So this one, where's this one at? Pink, green. Okay, this is the one with the telephone. So I do need the telephone. I'm going to use the larger telephone so that's the one that shows. There's a smaller version or a smaller print on the back. I like the more bold. Okay. All right, now we're going to put a green piece on. And I'm using the picture to kind of gauge where on the card to put it. So I have room to put the stickers and stuff that they added. So this one looks like it's about here. Maybe lower, that's okay. And then they put a pink piece on top, but they wrapped twine around it. And they did it in red. So I have some of this in my stash. See if I can find the beginning. Probably not. I think it's supposed to be that. Here's it. I see the beginning. Maybe. Where is that? Is it slit? Darn. Oh, here we go. I think. Come on. Got it stuck in that slit again. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm not doing this right. Where does this go? Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't find the beginning. Okay, I'm not going to mess around with this. I say that and then I'm still messing around with it. It keeps getting stuck. I might have to just take it off the stinking card. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. That might make it easier. So I can see. Fast forward this if you're getting tired of watching. There we go. Okay, I can make a bow with that one. There was probably an easier way to do this, huh? Keeps getting stuck on things. I might just say forget it and I'll do it later. All right, success. I think that'll be good. We'll just go around a couple of times. That was a headache. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little piece of score tape to hold it for right now, so that I can start wrapping it around. Okay. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, and I'm going to put another piece of score tape to keep it down. If I can find the beginning. Fabulous. And that's going to go here, and then I'm going to add the bow. So I'll just slide that underneath. Sometimes I can be bow challenged. I think this is big enough. Pull that a little bit smaller. Trim this up. All right, let's add the glue. Take off the backing here. All right, sorry that took so long. It was getting on my nerves too. Okay. All right, and it asks for a little telephone. Lightly ink this just a little bit. And that's going to go down here. I like that. It says I'm just a phone call away. That is right here. I already cut those out and already inked them. And that's gonna go here. And here. And then there is a hello sticker that's going to go at the top. Like so. That one's really cute. I like that one, even though it caused me a little stress right there. All right, the next one has 3 different pieces of paper that we're going to glue down for a background instead of having one solid piece. We're going to evenly space them. So a little trick that I use, and I don't know if it's really a trick, I'm going to do the top and the bottom, and then I can evenly space the middle one. Little things like that that just make it turn out a little bit nicer. So let's line this up. That looks about right. And then the middle one we can just center in between the two, like so. That works out perfect. All right, next, that has a white frame. It also has twine around this one too. Let's see if I can get through this one a little bit faster than the last one. Probably not, but I'll try. This is insane. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's see. They have it going this way. 1, 2, 3. So once again, I'll put some tape on the back so it stays while I'm wrapping it. And I usually like to go 3 times. All right, here we go. 1, 2, I might only go twice on this one. Yep, only twice. Ran out. That's okay. And then I will tie a bow on this one too. Where's that glue? Some people, I mean, you can just make your string long enough so that you can tie a bow and not do a separate piece like I'm going to, but it just kind of helps me keep everything together, and it makes the bow, I do a better bow when it's separate like this. And I put it underneath what was there. Oh, Randall's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Told you I could be bow challenged. Ridiculous. Okay. I don't want too big of a bow. Trim that. This is probably a foam square one, but I'm not doing that because of my book. So I'm going to lay this one down next. Take the backing off that score tape. All right, and let's see where they place it. About like so. Oh, moved on me. Okay. I want to make sure I give that a good burnish because of that twine that's on there. This one keeps popping up. Might have to put a clothespin on there in a second. What do we have next? Flowers and a saying. The saying is sending special thoughts your way. I think, I don't really want it over that, but I guess I'm going to. I don't really like that. And then it has some flowers and some leaves. Red and blue and some leaves. Put a leaf off this way. And there there's one more flower and one more leaf. So I think I'm going to combine these like so. Slide that under. I do want some overlap here. And I think that's all for that one. That one's just okay. I might put like some flat back pearls or something up there. All right, how many do we have left here? I think this is the last one I'm gonna do. And then I'll start putting the folio together. All right, this one is style, where did I mark that one? Right here. This one's cute, it has a Sunday. I do think I'm gonna need a hole punch, so let me do that real quick. This is a tag that was on the paper, it's not a sticker. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch out the hole in the center. And I'll go ahead and get that ready with some, they said twine. Maybe I should use twine. The twine I have is too bright a pink, so I'll just use this. I love gingham. Okay, I'll leave that lightly trim. These are not my fabric scissors. Okay, set that off to the side for right now. All right, here we go. Glue your base. I mean, this is pretty fast for making, what, 6, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 cards. It does go fast. All right, so it starts with the pink and then it's gonna go yellow next. Okay. I do love pink and yellow together too. I just think they're so cheery. The cards are, I hope it looks good in the folio. Looks like they centered it. Okay, and then they put this tag on. And I think I want to see a little bit of the, it does call for an ice cream. I think I'm gonna put the sticker on first so that I know placement wise where to put the tag. That'd be my luck, I'd run out of room and I wouldn't be able to fit it on there. Okay. So now I know where to put my tag. I think I'm gonna offset it. No. Yeah, their paper is bigger than mine. That's all right. Nobody will know. Let me go ahead and do this piece first. Does that look dumb? Should I put it down here? Do I need it? I think it needs it for color. We'll make it work. Okay, I lied. I'm going to put this down first. I think I want some of this to go over the tag. Give it a good burnish. Get that out of there. And And now I'll put this like so. Okay, so now you fill in, it says are the on the of life. So that doesn't make sense. So we do need to put some sayings in between here. It starts with the word friendly at the top. So friendly are the, or friends, it doesn't say friendly, it says friends. Friends are the sprinkles. Sprinkles on the Sunday of life. All right, and that's that one. All right, let's take a look at them all together. So these are the 6 that I plan on putting in the folio. And I might go back and add some flat back pearls here and there, and then this one still needs the saying. So that'll go over here. All right, so that's step 1. The next is to put the folio together and start adding coordinating paper to the folio, and then add my cards. All right, let's take a look and see what we can do. All right, so I did some things off camera. Obviously, some things change when you get started. So let me show you some of the things that I had to change. So this, remember, came in a basic fold out like so. I haven't put in my pages yet that came with it, but you'll also notice that I did not use the magnets that came in the 49 in Market folio package. The reason for that is because I thought this book would expand a little bit too much with magnets, and they may not stay closed. So instead I used just a piece of ribbon underneath the back cover so that it could maybe expand a little bit more. The cards added a lot more depth than I thought they would. And because it was just a card kit and I was putting together a folio, I had to look through my stash to find paper that would match. So I did find some old authentique. I had a collection from Simple Stories from a retreat from Country Craft Creations several years ago. So I just kind of mix and matched, okay? So remember, this folio came with this pattern for the flap. I ended up putting it on the right. Now, when I had shown you earlier is that I had added a hinge on 2 of the pieces that came with it. Cut them off. It was too thick. I can't, if I would have done that, the book would have been way too thick, and I didn't really want to cut the spine and redo it. So I ended up trimming off that hinge that I glued on, both for this piece and this piece. I had added a hinge, and then I ended up cutting that off too. So I'm just going to be gluing them flat to the page, and that's okay. I don't even know how many pictures I would really have to put in here. So I did use the leftovers from the friendship kit and just kind of made some layering things just like the cards were. This ephemera was from the Simple Stories. So this page was this card, and I just did a tag and then a piece of the paper, and I found that somewhere, I don't know. So now I'm just going to glue in really. I didn't put any magnets on the cards either. I'm going to glue this one in on this side. Now this is a 1/4 inch gusset, so this one's smaller than the one over here. So that one will go there. Now I did leave the hinge system on this one, so it will attach at the top. Oh, so I'm going to have to put some paper on here, huh? So this will open this way, and then it will open up this way. So I had to remember direction-wise the card, and then I'm going to have to put some paper right here when I'm done. So that'll go here. And then this card, the other one that I cut off the hinge, is going to be glued straight to the folio like so. Okay, so the card's open. I just used, like I said, some extra papers that I had in my stash. incorporated some white pages for pictures. What's on this one? I don't remember. So this one opens. Added a V pocket, just white for journaling picture. This is a pocket you could put stuff in. I should probably find some ephemera or something to stick in there. So it's just a real easy, quick folio. So I'm going to go ahead and glue everything in. You want to watch carefully for the scores and where you burnish so that you stay within those lines so that it closes even nicer. So I'm just going to plaster this puppy with glue so that it stays down. Excuse me. So I'm going to try and incorporate quite a bit of glue here just because of the fact that there's no hinge and it's going straight to the page. I tried to tear that off, but it wouldn't come all the way. So learn from my mistakes. The card kit still works really well with this folio. Just don't plan on any extra flips and flaps because the cards provide that. All right. So I'm going to try and get it as far to the left as possible. And I want to line it up with the bottom and the side. And I think that's good. Then I am going to have to open it up and burnish it real well when I can find my, there it is. Really get those corners. So what led me to the decorating was just whatever papers I had left over. Like I didn't have a full enough of this one to make a regular pocket. So that's why I ended up doing this type of pocket, which is totally fine. I think it's cute. But the paper dictated what I did. And then if I had extra scraps, I just started the layering process. Like I could probably put something, I probably had a saying or something left over that I could put here. All right, I just want to make sure I really get that down. Okay, so there's one. Let's go ahead and do the other side here. I don't think this will come off. Nope. Same idea, just slather it with some glue here. Corners especially. So I guess this is more of a process video rather than a tutorial, except you can learn from my mistakes. And I wouldn't even say they're mistakes. I knew going into this that I might have to do some adjusting because of the cards and the thickness of the folio. I could have easily expanded that spine, but wasn't feeling it. So this will work. Again, I want to make sure I'm aware of those score marks and I don't want to go over. I want to make it straight. And I want to give that puppy a good burnish also. So I'll open this one up. And really push down here, especially the corners. So there's always, I guess, a way to look at this is there's always a way to fix things instead of getting frustrated. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I got frustrated and I walked away for a little bit. But there's always a way to fix it too. Sometimes you just maybe aren't in the mood to craft, and so you start making a lot of mistakes, and that's what I was doing. Okay, so this one then, I am just going to put glue on the hinge. Now this folio, the hinge looks closer to 3/4, maybe an inch, probably 3/4 of an inch. Usually my hinges are a half, so this one's a little bit thicker. And I probably am going to turn this upside down so I can see that I'm lining it up correctly. Yes, I am. Okay, I want to make sure I get it at the very top and again center. Oh, I'm moving. Okay, now I can turn it around. When you open it, I think it's really cute. The colors are real bright. Okay, so on this page, I'm not going to add any depth. I'll just do a flat piece of cardstock, not cardstock, pattern paper, and I'll put probably a white piece of paper on for a mat, for a frame, and I'll see if I have any leftover scraps. So let's see. I really went with a lot of, I don't think this is going to be big enough. Nope. Went with what I had in my stash to kind of guide me. So I do have this, and I could do it. That might look too Christmassy. Yeah, I don't like that. What else? I have some pink. I don't always like pink and red together, but I kind of like that. And then I'll put a strip of paper, pattern paper, in between the two, and then I'll put a photo mat there. That's what I'm going to do. So hold on, I'm going to do this real quick. I think this was 6 1/8. Well, it's 6 1/2 maybe, or 6 1/4. I think I'm going to do my paper. It looked like closer to 6 1/8, so I'm going to do 6 inches across, which I always like because it saves paper. You get the most use out of your paper. And this was 6 to begin with, so that's good. So there's a little bit more, not a lot of space, but that way when you fold the book, it's going to work out better too. This one looks smaller than 6. Yep, it is. So let's see what other paper I had left over. Do I have a long piece somewhere? I kept, you know, oh, that's orange. I don't really want orange with that. I have this. Let's see, where'd I put it? Is that gross? Ugh. I don't like that. I feel like I need blue or green. So let me dig through here. So the paper I used to coordinate with this was a PhotoPlay gnome paper I had left over. I have a stripe, and it has both red and pink. Let's see. Ugh, no. Oh, goodness. My intentions were good. Maybe I should just do a white. Maybe put my... no. Maybe I'll put white in the background. I'm really perplexed. Here we go. So this is from the collection. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'll put that together. And then I will put a mat or two. These are just pre-cut, so I might change the sizes. Like so. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to look to see if I have any leftover stickers, and I'll maybe put one right here. All right, so I'm going to just finish this off camera. So that is the folio. Now I am going to close this and show you that it is kind of a tight fit, which is why I did the ribbon closure instead with a magnet. I'll stand it up so you can see the top to see how thick it is. So there we go. All right. I hope that you kind of take a look at things in a different way sometimes, like the card kit. Think of it more as incorporating those as flips into a folder or a folio. You can do pre-made. You can make your own. I think it was a fast way to add some interest to this little booklet. So the two things that I really want to make sure you know that I had were the 49 & Market Gatefold pre-made folio and the friendship kit. Where's it at? Do I have the cover page still? I don't think oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. And this. Okay. All right. Thank you for staying attentive for me, I guess. And let me see if you make one. I would be interested. Thanks.